Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session. Today is the 81st day of the fourth session this year, called The Joy of the Spirit. My name is Romina. I live in New Jersey, and I have been practicing Sahaja Yoga since 1996 when I was a teenager. So for all of you that are joining, please make sure you have your foot soak ready. You will need a bean, some paper towels, or a towel, a jar with water to rinse your feet, and of course your bucket with water and salt. Now, whether you are new today or if you are continuing, just know that we have many resources, starting with our intermediate Sahaja Yoga seminar that will take place in Ridgefield Park. We really want to see as many of you in person. So please feel free to fill out the form that will be in the chat. And also, if you want to look at all the materials and the recordings, check out our website. You can also sign up to get the WhatsApp groups, and you can also see today you will be able to join the workshops to the breakout rooms, which will take place more or less halfway from today's session. Now, for the mentoring, we also recommend anybody who wants to have a little bit of mentoring during the week to sign up to request a mentor. And then such a yogi, a teacher, will be reaching out to you and will be able to give you some guidance. Okay. Now, for those of you that joined on Sunday, you may recall that the topic was improving ourselves by clearing our chakras. And today's topic is how meditation changes our journey forward. So today's agenda will follow the same structure as every day. We're going to have a small talk with the topic. I will be leading the first meditation with the foot soak. We will have a video of Shri Mataji. And then we are going to have two presenters, one with music and another one that will lead the meditation. So for the meditation, we have Saila. Saila, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi, Romina. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Saila. We look forward to having you lead the second meditation. And Kirill, who will be presenting the music. Hi, Kirill, are you there?
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Thank you, Kirill, for joining us today. Alrighty, so now let us move on and start the meditation. So I really hope everybody is ready with your foot soaks. As usual, you sit on the chair very comfortably. And first, we're going to raise our Kundalini, placing our left hand in front of us at the level of our first chakra. And then with the right hand, we just go all the way up and give it a knot. Another knot. And in the third time, we raise our Kundalini. We do 3 knots. Now let's put ourselves in Bandhan, starting with the right hand on the left side, going all the way to the right, and then back up to the left. That's 1 Bandhan. Let's do 7. 1 for each chakra. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We can also do this before going out from the house, or if we are in a situation where we feel that we need additional protection. This is a bandhan of protection. So please use it to your benefit. Now, you can give a bandhan to the water on your bucket, just to vibrate the water. And then let's put our feet inside the water with salt. So let us start our foot soak by closing our eyes, placing our hands on our lap with the palms facing upwards. Let's give ourselves a moment to breathe and calm down as we bring the attention within. Let us inhale and exhale very slowly. Let's relax all our muscles, starting with our shoulders, all the muscles on our face. Let's be kind to ourselves and just simply relax. There is nothing to worry right now. Let us be in this present moment, a moment of peace and silence. Let's start by bringing our right hand towards the Mother Earth. And with our attention on the first chakra, the Muladhara chakra, we can ask our Mother Kundalini to please establish within us all the qualities of our Muladhara chakra. Please, Mother Kundalini, give me innocence, spontaneity, wisdom, and joy. Let us recite the Shri Ganesha mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaham. Let's remain with our hand towards the Mother Earth. And now place the attention towards our left side, our left channel. We can simply pray that all the vibrations be absorbed through our left hand, and any residue, any imbalances be absorbed by the Mother Earth through our right hand. Let's use this earth element to clear our left side and balance ourselves. Mother Kundalini, please remove any false knowledge, any sense of guilt, any sadness from past experiences, and allow me to feel the joy in my left side. Now let's bring the right hand on our lap. And let's now balance the right side by taking our left hand facing or towards the ceiling. Let us use the ether element to clear our right side. And here we can pray, Mother Kundalini, please absorb and remove all the excess of heat within me. Please cool down my right side and let the vibrations clear and soothe all my chakras on my right side. May all the imbalances be absorbed by the ether element. Let's bring the left hand back on our lap. Remain with our eyes closed, but with our back straight and our hands, the palms facing upwards. If any thoughts come, just simply say, I forgive my thoughts. Let's really try to achieve that sense of silence, that mental peace. We can slowly raise our Kundalini with our right hand, placing the right hand on the level of the first center of energy, and just raise our right hand all along the central channel until reaching the top of our head. Let us do this slowly 3 times. As we desire, Mother, please balance my central channel. Bring me to the state of the present. Please, Mother, nurture and balance all my chakras. To bring the attention on top of your head, you can massage your last center of energy and sincerely desire, Mother, please open my Sahasrara. Mother, please establish my self-realization. And once again, let's remain for a few moments in silence with our hands on our lap. Now slowly we can open our eyes and conclude the foot soak by first rinsing our feet with the water that is in the jar. And with this, we are now going to be delighted by Kirill and his wonderful music. I'm sorry, we're going to move on to Shri Mataji's video first.
Such a beautiful family we have created out of this beautiful universe. Now we have to maintain the beauty individually and collectively. Some people think that individually if you do something, that is all right. But if it is not related to the collective, it cannot be Sahaja. Anything that you do has to be related to the collective. Now to be individualistic is a trend in the modern times. And in that, how far we have gone into nonsense, that we know very well. Individuality is a personality within yourself, which has to be of different hues, of different colors, of different beauties. Like if you see the flowers, now every flower is different and individual. In its beauty, in its softness, in its fragrance, in its form, in its color, every leaf is different. But they adorn the whole forest, the whole garden, in such a beautiful manner that the whole thing works towards the collective. So the individuality is where we do not become like other people, exactly like military people as they are. The outside people may become like military people, but inside you become individual in the sense everybody has a different way of pleasing others, of teasing others, of loving others, of saying beautiful things. Everybody has a style of saying nice things and of offering your words of thanks and words of appreciation. This individuality is to be developed by all of you. That what is the new thing I can say to please? As people have seen every day think what fashion I should have, what sort of a fashion I should wear, how I should become more fashionable. Outside, if you can think, how can I be more fashionable inside myself? In India, fashionable has a different meaning. It doesn't mean the way we know in England. I think many people don't know that in England, fashionable means popular. Here, fashionable means out of the blue, something special, something extraordinary is fashionable here. So if we could put our attention to this, how we could be more beautiful inside. When we are touching others' hearts, how we could be very pure in our expression, genuine in our expression, not artificially. Like we have seen also that when you are superficial, you will say, thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much. And you don't mean it. It's just a lip service. You don't mean it. But in Sahaja Yoga, when you want to thank you, see, it is really heartfelt. I mean, you say it from your heart. You have to put your hand on your heart, otherwise you just can't say it. It is that way that we should feel. And once you open that heart fully, opening of the heart is very important. And that unless and until you can do it, you cannot enjoy anything in Sahaja Yoga. Because the heart where resides the spirit, and it is the spirit that emits the joy. So if you do not have an open heart, and if you are just living on very superficial level, you can never enjoy Sahaja Yoga. And this enjoyment of Sahaja Yoga is something to be really achieved and to be enjoyed. Because that's why you are here for. There's nothing else to offer in Sahaja Yoga but the joy of life. And that is the essence of all the achievements of life. Everything we do for the joy, but everything, whatever we do for joy, after some times we find it becomes a sort of a reaction. So there is very important point that to make our individuality beautiful, we should not immediately react to people. Should not give our own opinion, I don't like it, I don't want it. But we should absorb the beauty of another person. Now supposing there's a flower you get. Immediately you will see the beauty of the flower, you would like to take the fragrance of the flower. But suddenly you say, I don't like flowers. Then what can the flower do to you? So one should not react, and one should not have such subtle idea about your likes and dislikes. Because it's a joy killer habit. It's a joy killer habit. If you want to enjoy, take enjoyment from every person, like the bee which takes the honey from every flower, you must develop that sweet personality within yourself. And then only you will know what is sweet, what is good. And the enjoyment from one person to another, from one collective to another, from one city to another, from one country to another, will be just a beautiful, like a swing. It will be like a swing, going up and down, enjoying yourself. That's what is your real divine sensitivity. And the divine just wants to do that. It's working out so many ways of giving you photographs, giving you miracles, working it out and making you believe that you are in the kingdom of God. But if you have all these angularities and if you have all these ideas about yourself, then please try to neutralize them. Now some people also feel that mother is angry with us or some sort of thing. I can never be angry with you. For what should I be angry? But if you think like that, forget it. First of all, you must see that something wrong with me, that's why I think like that. I must put myself right. So just to judge yourself through such ideas, and it's only your mental projection. It has nothing to do with your heart. So again, today, the first thing we have to know that in our heart lies the power to absorb, to enjoy the beauty of spirituality. There's a beautiful shloka which I had told Mahatma Ji that he should put it first. He said, I was a very small girl, but he listened to me, which is a beautiful thing. Pratar namami. The first thing you have to say, Pratar namami rudhi sanspuradma tattvam satchit sukham paramahansa gatim turiyam. Meaning, early in the morning, I pray to that principle of my spirit, which is the truth, the attention and joy, so that I should go to the highest state of my ascent. So opening of the heart is very important for all of us.
Let's stay in a silent meditation for a couple more minutes.
Let's stay in a silence meditation for a few moments after this beautiful, beautiful music. And our today's topic was about how meditation changes our journey going forward. Sometimes we see a glimpse of it throughout our journey, and it's just beautiful how meditation can change our lives and change the state of awareness we have. We will also talk a little bit more about it later in the Q&A, but let us observe today, how do I feel the changes through my meditation today? And then later on we will reflect about it, what will happen moving forward. So let's close our eyes. Let's take a few deep breaths. We can inhale, hold it, and exhale. Again, let's inhale, hold it, and exhale. Let breathing go just normally right now. Make a note on your fingers, on your palms, on your general being. How am I feeling right now? We put our right hand facing the earth element. You can just drop your hand over your chair, or if you're sitting on the ground, place your palm flat on the ground. And let's pay attention to our first chakra, the Muladhara chakra, and just affirm within us, Mother, please make me innocent. Please make me spontaneous. Please make me wise and joyful. Please make my Muladhara chakra strong. Then we'll bring the right hand back on the lap, palm facing up. And we'll place our right hand on the central nabi, which is on the center of the belly. Let's rotate our hand in a clockwise direction around that nabi chakra. Just keeping your attention there on that chakra. And keep your hand steady. We are no longer moving it around. Mother, please give me peace and satisfaction. Please make me a peaceful person. Let's place our right hand on the heart on the left hand side. Let's remind us who we really are for a few times. Mother, I am the pure spirit. I am the pure spirit. Mother, please open my heart for love and joy of my spirit. We'll go to left Vishuddhi at the corner of the left shoulder and the neck. Turn our heads to right. Mother, I'm not guilty at all. I'm not guilty. And we'll place our hand on the forehead, bend our head down. Give slight pressure with your fingertips and with the base of your palm. You can even massage a little bit. Let's say, I forgive myself and everyone else. Mother, I forgive myself and I forgive everyone else. And then we'll lift our hand on top of the Sahasrara and spread our fingers apart. And you can bend your head down and you can massage your scalp 7 times. And let's request from the bottom of our hearts, Mother, please strengthen my self-realization. Let's request it for 7 times. After that, you can bring your hand back down, palm facing up, and keeping your attention on top of the head. We'll meditate silently for about 5 minutes. If you get any thought, just say, I forgive, and bring your attention back to the top of the head. Let's take our left hand and bring it slowly up towards the top of the head. And let's keep it at about 5 to 10 inches above the spot where we held our hands. Just check, how do you feel? What do I feel on my hand? I will switch our hands. When you're ready, you can bring your left hand down and right hand up. Slowly, slowly, through that central channel. Again, let's check. How do we feel? What kind of sensation do I feel up there? After that, we can bring the right hand back down. And we can lift our hands at the level of the heart. And just check for yourself. What do I feel on my hands now? Is it the same than when I started this meditation today? Or is it different? Then we can put our hands together in Namaste to thank for this beautiful meditation that we were experiencing today. I will conclude by raising our kundalinis and by giving ourselves bandhan. And let's do it with full attention and not rushing. Thank you, everybody. I will hand it over to Romina right now.
Thank you, Saila. That was really beautiful. Mhm. So now, before going to the Q&A, we would like to share a few announcements with everybody. If you joined a little later, here is the invitation for everyone to join the intermediate seminar that will take place here in Richfield Park, New Jersey, on the 8th and 9th of November. If you're interested, please sign up and fill up the form that is being actually put right now in the chat. We'll go to the next slide. Now, the next session is going to take place on Thursday, October 9th. Please join us. The session topic is going to be the creative process. And the course schedule will continue as it is every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Remember that on October 14th, we're going to have the last session, and the food soak is going to continue with the schedule that you see. So the program resources are as usual. Remember that you can always request a mentor to give you guidance, to give you advice if you need it. Also, please feel free to join the WhatsApp and check out all the recordings that we have in our website. So now let's go to the questions. If you prefer to go to a breakout room, you can do so. You know, in a breakout room, somebody is going to be waiting for you and you can talk to somebody specifically in a more private setting. Otherwise, you can also post questions in the chat and we're going to read them. We're going to share a few experiences together with Saila and Kirill. So let's go right to it. Saila, would you help me take a look at the chat in case there are any questions?
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you so much. Over to you for any questions that may come up, Saila.
Okay, so far, let me see. So how has the meditation changed your journey going forward? So let's start with Romina.
Okay, go first. Well, there were a lot of things in the process of establishing my, let's say, my experience. And nowadays, what I enjoy the most is to wake up in the morning and just go and meditate, because I know that that sets the rest of the day for me, to have the ability to, meditate, go within, and just start the day with that feeling of balance within. But I remember when I started Sahaja Yoga, I used to have, for example, a lot of headaches, and I could see that I had my agya, was blocked. So it took me a few months, if not, over a year, to clear that. And the only thing that I had to do was truly meditate and surrender to whatever it is that my Kundalini was working out. So I remember that experience was amazing, because I was very concerned about my headaches. I had gone to doctors and, nobody could find out what the problem was, but certainly the meditation is what helped me at the time. And nowadays, I would say that it is basically the situation that we all face, right? We have jobs and families, and with that, all the typical situations of our lifestyle. And I think that the meditation, is the instrument or the tool that I use to go back to, again, to that state of balance. Because certainly, I am more of a right-sided kind of personality, so I can go to the right. I can see that my chakras heat up quite a bit, but then I know which are the techniques that I can use to cool them down, to go back to the center. And so, it's really, I find it to be a wonderful thing to know all these different techniques and to put them to my benefit.
Wonderful. And now, what about Kirill?
So definitely Sahaja Yoga meditation helped me a lot in many ways, and I would like to maybe focus on a couple of aspects. So first of all, it's my job and my ability to handle stress and overwork. So I'm a scientist, and what I'm doing all day and all night, I'm thinking about about my experiments, my students, what I'm gonna do, what I should do. And indeed, it's really, as I'm sure many of us experience that at the end of the day, it's really not easy to make these thoughts stop and go away and have a relaxed sleep. So this Sahaja meditation, I think it's maybe one of the, if not the only way to handle this situation. And foot soak, as mentioned, and the ice pack is a really wonderful tools to help with that. And the second aspect is related to my hobby. It's music and the Indian classical music. So first of all, through this Sahaja meditation, I get exposed to Indian classical music, and for me it took many years to get to a real understanding and appreciation of this type of music, which is really different from what we get used to in the Western countries. And it's a very ancient music, and it is created the way it's helping us to get into this meditative state and this state of the thoughtless awareness. And it works because, so for example, in the Western music, we have, it's built on the major and minor scale. So it's, roughly speaking, major, it's a happy mood, minor, it's a sad mood or lethargic mood. So when we are listening to Western music, we either go into the right side when we are overactive, or we are going to the left side, lethargic mood. And Indian classical music, it's above these two type of scales. It doesn't use these scales. It's somewhere in between, and so it's all about balance and spontaneous approach. So another interesting thing about it, it's that every time musician performs any Indian classical piece or rag, it's every time it's different, because the main feature here is to be so much spontaneous that you be able to create a new musical pattern on the fly while you're performing this piece. And that's why every time it's different, and that's why it's helping us to be in this state of thoughtless awareness. Otherwise it's impossible to perform. And on the other hand, it help us stay in this state of meditation. That's why we're still using it, even though it's one of the most ancient type of the music, and it was composed like maybe thousands of years ago. So that's my perspective.
Wonderful. Yeah, I have to say with that Indian classical music, that also coming from Western country, it was a learning curve for me to learn to meditate with music. And Indian music was so different. I'm originally from Finland, so I had not heard any kind of Indian classical music before, but it really changed when you allow yourself to grow in meditation and meditate with the Indian classical music. You can really feel the changes, and it really brings you to a different level, doesn't it?
Indeed.
And what Shri Mataji was mentioning in the talk today, that she was telling about the joy of life that Sahaja Yoga really brings to us, and I can tell that that's really the major change in my life, that able to enjoy this present moment and all the little things involved in it, all the things in the nature and all the beautiful things around me without worrying too much about the past or the future. So that's definitely one for me.
Very nice.
And how about another question here, that do you have any tips for those of us who've been meditating only for a short time? What can they expect, and like how they can expect those changes? What can help those people who've been meditating for a little bit shorter time?
Can I take that?
Go ahead.
So, at least my experience at the beginning was that I couldn't comprehend every single thing that was taught during the course. In fact, certain things even made me react. And my way around things was to try to enjoy the aspects that were easy for me to assimilate and the ones that were difficult for me to comprehend. Not reject them, but to leave them aside, like putting them in brackets, because eventually, at least my experience was that with time, as I meditated, everything fell into place and I was able to comprehend why things were the way they were taught. And I think that was really, really good to do. At the time, I used to come to the course with my mother. And I remember having a conversation with her, telling her that, look, I don't comprehend this part, or why is it that they say this, etc. And, she told me, look, I have searched for a long time, and I can tell you this is the most truthful thing I have ever experienced. And to have my mother say that to me was very strong. And I said, well, maybe there are a few things that I don't know here. And, I just need to continue practicing and enjoying the pieces, at least that I comprehend and I accept.
Indeed, I agree, and I want to add that Shri Mataji always said that meditation should be effortless. So we don't have to push ourselves to do that. It should be our desire from inside, and keep it simple, keep it easy. If indeed there's something you feel that something doesn't work right now, well, indeed keep it aside and see how your path is evolving, because indeed each person's journey is so unique, and you just need to go through your challenges, and then you will see how it would work out. If, for example, Indian classical music doesn't work for you right now, that's perfectly fine. For me, it took many years to understand it. It doesn't mean that it should be like that for everyone, absolutely not. And actually, it doesn't matter if you just started or if you've been meditating for 30 years, you can reach very high level very, very fast if you feel this way, and if you feel that it's working for you, and eventually it will work for sure.
Wonderful. And a few things I would like to add to that please get in touch with a mentor, and that will really help your journey. Some of you already have that. And then you can ask your mentor that, hey, I live in this place. Is there any other Sahaja yogis in this area? So you can get together to meditate collectively. That's one of the most beautiful things, the collective meditation, and the growth really happens kind of spontaneously and without knowing about it when you meditate collectively. And as there's that seminar coming up in New Jersey, I would really recommend you to join if possible. That's a beautiful way of being in collective and for the whole weekend. So take that opportunity if you can. And another tip, maybe from my own experience, would be to, if you have never written journal, now would be a good time to start it. Start writing down your feelings in your meditation. And then when you look back at that journal, you can see, wow, I've really grown since last year. I had this and this happening that time. And when I did this, it helped me grow. And that kind of reflection about your journey, it's really helpful. And anything else you would like to add? Let me check questions in the meantime.
I have a question for Kirill. When did you start learning classical music?
I started learning classical music in 2011 in Nagpur, India. I traveled there to start my Indian classical music journey, and bought this instrument from Mumbai, India, and started there for the first time.
You never had any classical background before that?
From Indian classical music, no, only like singing bhajans and together with collective. But I have some Western classical music background at that time. I also played guitar for a while at that time.
Very nice.
Thank you.
All right, it seems like there's no more questions.
I hope we didn't bore them and they went to sleep.
So, Romina, what else do we have for tonight?
This pretty much is it. I mean, with this, we can conclude the session. If there are no more questions, we really hope to see
Someone
people coming
raised
to the seminar.
hand.
Oh,
Someone raised a hand.
Who's raising their hands? Somebody woke up.
Do you mind taking that question? I don't see the raise hand on my screen.
It's okay, we can take her separately.
Okay, we can take that separately.
Okay. Or remember, you can put your questions in the chat if you have any questions. I'm lucky to be in New Jersey. And so last year's seminar was really a wonderful thing. And, many people stayed in touch with us, and some of them started coming to our collective programs in person. So like you said, Saila, it is, we all know it makes a huge difference when we are able to meditate in person. But at the same time, these online sessions are great enablers, right, to go beyond many areas where probably there are no Sahaja yogis. So I hope that people take the advantage to come to the seminar. So I guess if there are no more questions, we can wrap it up. It's already 10:06 p.m. And really thank you everybody for your time. And have a good night.
Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you. Have a good night.